Welcome to the Class is Permanent podcast. Today is Tuesday, February 24th. We have episode 23 here. Should be a fun one. Our first one that we are going live. So we'll have some fans in the audience giving us some questions, some different things to chat on. Big news, big footy weekend. I look like a baby's bottom because of these games. We'll get into all that. And then obviously an exciting week of the Champions League coming up, a little Mystery 11. That being said, away we go.
Class is permanent! Hey, 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 hey. Form is temporary!
Alrighty. I'm joined here by Pooch. Whatever. I'm here with Daniel Capucci. How are you, Pooch?
I'm great. It was a little chilly today, so I'm glad I had a sweatshirt on. I'm glad I have hats. I'm glad I didn't shave or anything this week. I think somebody in the chat actually just put Ethan L facial hair. So that's kind of crazy, but thank you for the 5 gifted. But yeah, no, I'm great. How are you, Ethan?
Fine. You know, that's the thing
Okay.
about me is I could be shaven, I could be bearded. It doesn't matter. I'm good in every hood. And that's why I stand on business. Some people in this chat don't stand on business. Some people, you know, they don't chat the whole game when other people are chatting at them. They just hide until the game's almost over. But yeah, I stand on business. I always stand 10 toes down. I never waffle. So it is what it is. My facial hair will grow back. We'll be good. I'll get my identity back. But I'm also here with Owen. Owen, how are you?
What's up, E? How you doing?
Good, O. Feeling a little alone, but I'm good.
Once again, this was not made clear to me that I actually should shave my face. And secondly, it wasn't even a cause I was ready to stake my claim on. I gave you my score prediction. It was wrong, but
Oh,
Um,
I feel like that means you probably should double not shave and shave
that's
your
what I
head
did.
too.
That's what I did. I double
Or
shaved.
shave.
Yeah, so it kind of canceled out.
No. That's not what I mean. I meant beard and hair. Shave your head and your facial hair.
I'll go bald if Spurs finish top 13.
Why would you put that out there?
Okay, deal.
Yeah,
deal.
deal. What
Deal.
type of bet is
Deal.
that? Who are you betting
Deal.
against, dude?
Dude, I'm not worried.
No,
I'm really
no,
not.
wait. I'm going to take Owen's side here. You see, Pooch, he stands on business. He's like, Pooch, what are you going to do if Arsenal don't win the Prem? You're going to say nothing. I don't play for them.
I'll shave my facial hair like you.
That's great. You're going to shave the 17 hairs you got. Okay.
I'll shave my arms too. I'll wax my arms.
Who cares?
Someone
What is
said Ethan, no
waxing?
bets to go bald.
Okay.
I was going to tell Pooch
I
to
see
go
how
bald.
this is gonna go this whole time.
Anyway, let's jump into some of the news. Let's not get into the games just yet. Pooch wrote here, Leicester City points deduction might see them relegated into League One. I am not following League One at the moment, so educate
Yeah,
me.
no, I just found this out this weekend. So apparently Leicester are first off like having like a mid-table type of season in the championship, and then recently they got a points deduction for like breaching PSR rules from like a few years ago, and so they got a 6-point deduction, and now they're in the relegation zone of the championship and could potentially get relegated to League One, which would just be an insane fall from grace for them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Spurs fans don't like Leicester. I forget
I
what
hate
happened.
Leicester.
Yeah, a lot of people do, which kind of weird how that happened too. They were like everybody's darling when they won the league, and then like
I mean-
all of a sudden everybody hated them. And I mean, it's not really,
I know why. It's because of the fan. Like the fans were saying that when Arsenal was going through bad years, they were like to Arsenal fans, "We've replaced you in the Big Six." To
Mhm.
like Tottenham fans, they're like, "What have you won recently?" Like we won an FA Cup,
Right.
we won a
Well,
league title. To Chelsea
yeah.
fans, the players are throwing the like Chelsea banner on the dressing room floor after they beat
I
them
forgot-
like
yeah.
in an FA Cup. So like they were just like super cocky and disrespectful to all the other teams. So I think that's why everybody's like, yeah, like glad to see him fall from grace.
100%. I mean, I remember actually now you say like Jamie Vardy, I think, going over to like the Spurs fans, like pointing at the badge or something. But he may have not done that on Leicester.
No, he was only on Leicester.
Where is he right now?
He's in Italy right now. This is
So-
his first year in Italy.
It is. So he was on Leicester. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did it last year. He did it last year to
Yeah.
Tottenham. And I just remember being like, all right, man. And I mean, listen, Vardy is who he is. He always, I don't know, he always gave me Rooney vibes. I know that sounds weird, but like they're both kind of the same type of dickhead. Like,
I
kind of
mean,
just like white
do you
trash.
know this? Do you know this? No, it's like I agree, English white trash.
Right.
Do you know the story about his wife and Rooney's wife?
Well, was it that like Rooney's wife was like leaking info about his wife or something, or like starting
I
rumors
think
or
it was
gossip?
the opposite. I think it was the opposite way around. I think Vardy's wife was doing that.
The only reason why I think it was that way was I almost remember. I feel like I remember it being like this big reveal of who it was, and it was the fact like because Vardy's wife, like not that it would have been better, but like Rooney's wife being like who they are, you're kind of like, oh shit. Vardy's wife, you'd have been like, well, who the hell is she anyway? I don't know. Let me look it up. Rooney, Vardy, wives. Colleen Rooney.
They called it the Wagatha Christie
Yeah, just
drama.
libel.
Yeah, publicly accused Rebecca Vardy of leaking private Instagram stories to The Sun.
There you go. I don't even, yeah, that whole thing's weird. What was that, like 2022, which is weird too. I would have thought like 2016,
Yeah.
maybe. Like,
Felt
Owen, what are
like
your
it was
thoughts on
so
that?
long ago.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that. I like how often we get into talking about football players' wives. This is something that comes up at least once a week.
That's
It's just
awesome.
it's a good part of the game. I'm glad we get into it because it's a territory where a lot of other podcasts won't go.
Yep.
So I like
We-
that we can cover that ground together.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't spare women or children here.
All right.
All right, let's
True.
move on from there. Yeah, I mean, if Leicester City get relegated, that'd be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Juventus. I know everyone saw the kits this weekend. Look terrific. Don't really love the Jeep sponsorship. What is with Visit Detroit? How
What do
did
you mean?
how did Detroit their sponsor? So it says like
no,
Jeep.
I know that. Yeah.
You're
don't wanna
pro.
visit
You're pro
Detroit?
Detroit.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. Stand on Detroit
Rebuild
then. Eminem,
hashtag rebuild the
Pooch and
Rust Belt. Rebuild the Rust Belt.
I'm with it. I drive a Ford. You know what I mean? What do you drive, Pooch?
Mazda, but made in the
Oh.
US.
Made in where?
The US.
Oh, interesting. I
had-
drive
when
a
I
Ford
bought
from
the-
Michigan.
Yeah, no, when I bought the Mazda, I made them take it apart and then rebuild it with all American parts.
Yeah.
That way I could feel more American.
Yeah, and then ship it to what, like 47 Main Street in Morristown, New Jersey?
You're getting closer, but no.
I'm going to find it, and I'm going to go live when I'm outside
Well,
your house.
you're gonna visit one day and then you're just gonna drop it. So
Yep, exactly. You're going to have to like blindfold me. Yeah, I just find it
we could
hilarious.
do
Like,
that.
yo. I just find it funny when it comes to like these Juventus kits. Like Juventus is in like Turin, Italy, like this beautiful place. And someone from like visitdetroit.com was like, I got this sick sponsor idea. Like both parties came together. It's like, this makes a lot of sense. Like our clientele wants to go to Detroit, Michigan, and Detroit, Michigan, that we need to send them to Turin. We're going to have a bunch of like M&Ms walking around out there. I don't know. It just, I kind of, at the end of the day, I didn't want any sponsor. Yeah.
Imagine somebody from Turin seeing that and being like, you want to know what? Everybody always talks about New York, California, Texas, Florida. Let me go visit Detroit. This looks interesting. And then they get there and they get mugged within the first 5 minutes. It's just
Like,
so funny.
Dude, like I don't even know. Like,
Or
what,
they
what-
go and they're like, well, the only thing close here is Little Caesar's Pizza. So let me grab that. And you're like, what is this?
Yeah, that's absurd. Going and grabbing a Little Caesar's pizza from Italy and you're out there. Then you go and watch, I don't know, Detroit Pistons or something. You're like, all right, give me the fuck
Isaiah Stewart just absolutely killed 3 guys on a court, and you're like, what is going on? in
Yeah, I
Detroit?
mean, just a hilarious. The fact that they wear Jeep across their shirt in the first place is already funny. They have to. I don't know. I'd love to hear their marketing department just like talk about their sponsorships. Now, I worked for a team that on our sleeve we wore dude wipes. So there's not much wiggle room here, other than the fact like dude wipes. So was kind of sick because all our bathrooms had dude wipes in every stall. So like, win-win. Are you sending your employees to Detroit on a 20% discount?
I think they probably get a voucher.
They have to, right? Like,
Yeah, you get like a flight and meal voucher in Detroit. So you get a free flight and then a free Little Caesars when you arrive.
that's yeah, we're gonna have one of those
Ugh.
episodes today. We got the audience going. Oh, and you ever been to Detroit?
I've never been to Detroit. I've not been to most U.S. cities.
Really?
I got to get
Scared?
on that. No, not at all. I'd love to, but
Okay.
just I haven't been like out in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Do you count Detroit as Midwest?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
Pooch is a better. He's more Midwestern than me.
Yeah, I would count Detroit. It's like upper Midwest.
right. Yeah, I've never been to the upper Midwest.
My
How-
brother goes to Ohio State, and like that's the Midwest, but they don't say they're the Midwest. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
They're-
North Jersey versus Central Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, and so one place that I would recommend, so I've been to a couple states in the Midwest. If you ever find yourself in Chicago, great city. There's a great like food slash like bar-y thing, like low key. It's called Room 40. So definitely hit
I've
that
actually
up.
heard that place. Is that the Wings place?
Yeah, they sell wings. It's like pub
Okay.
food, but they're known for
I
their
wanted to
wings.
try that place.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll write that down, Pooch.
Right, well, say it back to me so I know.
I forgot the name of it already. Room 40.
Room 40's nuts in your mouth.
Okay.
That was the oop.
Oh,
The oop right there. Oh my
the oop.
god.
And
We
The
just
ooh.
This is why this podcast is like 2 hours every week, because we spend about 4 minutes setting up a joke that I think I would have heard at the middle school lunch table.
Oh,
For the Michigan
joke,
Star.
still got it. I still got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I did that the other day, Pooch. Someone was asking me about places I've been in the world, and I said, "Oh, I went to this awesome place where I think I was talking about the Outer Banks." And I was like, "Oh, I went to this place, Room 40." And the person was like, "Where?" And I was like, "Room 40." And they're like, "Room 40?" I was like, "Room 40 is nuts." And they just looked at me and they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay, never mind. Never mind.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Thank you." All right, back to real news. Griezmann, this has been kind of, I guess, breaking as we've been speaking. So Griezmann to Orlando City looks like it's heating up. I don't know if you guys looked into this more than May. I know the MLS window is still open. Is that meaning that he's going to go right now? Because that would be like game changer versus the summer.
I don't know. Let me
It's-
look up how much he's been playing this year. Because
Right.
if he's been playing a decent amount this year, then I'd be like, what? But I don't. But then again, also, what's his face? DePaul moved. I guess
Yeah.
was that kind of in the season, but still, that one was kind of out of the blue. That he, besides the Messi link,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been playing. He played this weekend. Played 74 minutes.
Okay.
Midweek against Bruges, played 66. Barca, he played 68 minutes.
Right, I was
like
gonna
he's
say.
been playing. Yeah.
It says here timing of the move is unclear. It's just that the two clubs have been in communication.
I
so
could see it. I could see it in the summer, like after
Post World
World
Cup.
Cup.
Yeah.
He goes there.
all right. Well, that'll be one to monitor there. I
Mhm.
always saw Griezmann. I mean, he always said he was coming to the MLS, so it was never a matter of if, just when and where. But I don't know. Orlando's kind of funny to me because like my whole take on Griezmann's vibe is like the dude loves American culture. He loves the NBA. He has the famous video like "I love Derrick Rose," right? So like I was like, all right, he's gonna go to like LA and like go to a ton of Laker games. He'll go to Miami and go to those games. Orlando's just kind of a funny city because they do have the Magic that are a decent team, but like I don't know, like Orlando. When I think of like a young dude, and I guess he's in his 30s with a family, but like I feel like you don't really want to move to Orlando. You know, I don't know. I've
I
heard
don't
like
know.
it's
I feel like that's every 55 about to be retired man's dream, and that's basically where
That's true.
Griezmann is in his career. Also, we don't know about the discovery rights. Orlando could have the discovery rights and not want to give it up to anybody else.
that is a good point too. So we'll have to
They
see
could be
there. I
sitting
mean,
there, sitting on it.
maybe he's just a big Disney guy.
Maybe.
Universal.
I
You
mean,
never
he's
know.
got kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you like Disney?
Yeah. I went there actually for the first time like 3-4 years ago
Wow,
as like a grown person, and it was electric. I had a great time.
that's awesome. Do you do like the, oh my God, I'm gonna drink all around the world?
I mean, See, I did do that. I don't think I said it like that. Like, I don't think I went up to every booth and was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm drinking around the world."
Yep.
But I guess that's something I did do.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I was 10 when I went, so I couldn't do that. But
you didn't do that, no.
no, I
The
had a good
food was
time.
great. I'll be honest. Like, it's not just like gimmicky snack stuff. Like, I got some meals at some like sit down restaurants like in the parks.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
All right. I remember the food being decent, mainly like chicken tenders and stuff. But my understanding is Disney is like the most expensive place on earth. Is that confirmed or denied? Oh,
It's not the most expensive place on earth. Probably more expensive places on earth if I really ran the numbers. It was obviously not cheap, but it really wasn't that bad. I can see the chat, Joe. Let me read that again.
and some
I don't know why. Okay, now we're just gonna skip past this. This is a soccer podcast.
you're just not going to answer the people.
I do want to say it. I agree with Owen. I don't think it's the most expensive place on earth, but I do think it is the happiest place on earth.
Right, it's the most magical place on earth.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Those are
All
two
right.
adjectives I could use.
Yeah, I don't know. I went once when I was younger, not like a Disney kid or like a Disney adult, unlike you two, I guess.
I've never been.
Really?
Nope.
I feel like you're actually most primed to become a Disney adult because of that. You know what I
Nah,
mean? Like,
I
if you
hate
got in a lot as
Disney.
a kid, you probably just move on from it. But like, you probably go once and you're like, wow, this is a really cool place, and then now you're just stuck.
Nah,
All right,
pass.
maybe Griezmann's a Disney adult. All right, moving on to some other news I saw literally right before we jumped on. Marcelo Gallardo and River Plate have decided to part ways. For those that don't know about him, he's like River Plate's like GOAT manager, 14 titles. That, and obviously with a history like River Plate has, like for him to be their GOAT manager says a lot. It seems like it's just kind of it's at an impasse. Things are coming to an end. A couple seasons ago, I think his contract was running up, and there was a lot of interest from Europe. And again, this feels like he's not getting like fired because like he sucks. It's more just all right, it's time to go a different way. I just wonder. I wonder if he gets a job in Europe. Like I could totally see him getting like a job at like Marseille. You know what I mean? Like going to a team like that. I mean, like I could already see like the athletic YouTube video. Like how has Marcelo Gallardo brought new tactics to you? Like what is he doing with this team? Um, it literally just broke, so I don't know if he has somewhere else lined up or what. But I thought that could be interesting. I remember back when I think prior to Ainge, he was a big name for Spurs. So I don't think he'll be in the same race because at this point it just feels like Pochettino. But close
Do
enough
you want to
names.
know what? Do you want to know what I think could be a cheeky shout? Resigns at the end of the year, his last year, and then this guy comes over and takes the Atleti mantle.
Hmm. Do they play similar footy? I guess it doesn't really matter, but
I literally just pieced that together because they're both Argentinian, I'm
yeah.
guessing.
Yep.
And then
Racist.
I saw recently that, not recently, like within the past 6 months, that there have been a couple of reports coming out that Simeone might be kind of close to being done with Atletico and wanting a new challenge. Which makes, I mean,
Yeah.
he's been there for a decade plus.
Here's the question with Simeone though, which I think it's a little bit of the Harbaugh question too. I know I compared him earlier. It's like, what big team goes and gets Simeone though? It almost feels like any job he takes is gonna have to be either a lateral move or even a step down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, PSG, if Enrique leaves,
do you think
an Italian club like an AC or Inter Milan, like if
like
they
a team
sit
like
there and say they
PSG
want to
would want
back
him?
him.
Because and I think a lot of
I
people think
agree.
he's
I don't know if they would,
right.
but I could see that happening. Or even
Yeah.
like you mentioned, like, do you think even Tottenham sits there and they're like, listen, we can get
Credibility.
Pochettino, or we can go out and get Simeone and try and back him to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
Like it's like I do think that there are enough teams with like high value position, like high value in the soccer
Yeah.
food chain that would sit there, even maybe fire their current manager to grab him. Like for
That's
example,
definitely possible.
Arsenal, if Arteta doesn't do well this year, like Berta, our sporting director,
Mhm.
he was the Atleti sporting director, and
I didn't know
they
that.
worked
Okay.
yeah, they worked
So
together for, like, close to a decade, so it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, does he go behind Arteta's back, tell the board, "You gotta get Simeone in," and Simeone gets brought in to work with him again. So it's like, I
Yeah.
do think it's one of those names where like you fire your manager to bring him in. Like,
Yeah. I think it depends who you are. I think
yeah,
the Arteta shout might be a little tough. I can understand why, but I think that would be a little tricky only because if you told me Luis Enrique, if you told me at
no,
this
I
point Hansi
agree.
Flick, if you told me at this point obviously Pep, or I mean, there's even an argument out for like a guy like Vincent Company and what he's done at Bayern Munich this year and how they're playing. I've seen a lot of stuff coming up about them because I think everyone just like not like writes Bayern off, but they don't really care. It's like, oh, you see how they do in the Champions League, and then you just kind of like move on till you see them again. Because who's watching Bundesliga? Nobody. And he like they're having one of their best years of all time under him. Champions League, they obviously finished in the 2 spot. So I don't know. They're apparently Vincent Company is the favored person to take over if Pep leaves. Like I'm seeing reports about that he would go back to City. I don't know. It's one of those things where that maybe that is a good topic for one day. Managers that like we tier managers based on like,
Yeah.
would you fire them? Like, would you fire your manager to appoint this guy? If I guess he'd want to have to come, which wouldn't make sense. But that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. See if Gallardo though gets a job. I don't know why Marseille keeps hitting my head for him. Like, I don't know why that like just
I
feels
mean,
like
it definitely makes sense because Marseille is a club that's kind of a sleeping giant if
right.
they could get the funds together, but they're also at the same time like a weird place because like didn't their sporting director just resign too at like a
I
week
believe so.
after De Zerbi? So it's like it doesn't seem the most stable place right now, but also like they're always like the fan base is great. It's one of the historic clubs, not only in France, but Europe. So it's like a get. And like, you want to, maybe this guy wants to cut his teeth at Marseille for a few years and then get that big move to a bigger club. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. It is interesting. I'm glad you put it on the sheet.
I mean, you wrote this next one here. I'm gonna let you read it just because.
I didn't write anything. I just put the Leicester down.
Yeah. Okay. I wrote this.
I didn't write it. I
Owen,
saw it. I was like,
Owen's
that
smiling.
looks weird.
Owen, what did you do?
Do not pin this on me. I do not touch this document.
That actually is true.
So
Owen has no idea what we're going to talk about prior to the episode.
The sheet said Sean Combs just bought ownership stake in Rangers.
Right. Now you think like we're dumb and we don't know who Sean Combs is.
I'm gonna be honest, I already got my room 40s joke off, so I'm good skipping this joke. But I legitimately thought nobody else would know who Sean Combs is, and you guys would just know him as Diddy. So
dumb. You spelled Sean wrong too. I guess you tried to spell it differently. He spells it SEAN.
does he? I thought he spelled it the way I spelled it.
I've actually never seen someone spell their name Sean like that. He wrote Shaw N.
You've never seen somebody.
I've seen multiple people spell it that
That's
way.
a very common spelling.
Shawn Mendes does. I've seen SEAN. I've seen SHUN. I've seen. Is there another way to do it? Not Shane. I guess Sean. I don't know anyone like that. Shawn Mendes is the only person. Chat, am I wrong for this? I like that. We could go chat now. Chat. What they say in the chat? Oh,
Pooch is typing.
Katie Racer.
I was gonna say let's get into this weekend recap, but I really don't.
Yeah,
want to do
let's do it.
All right, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Yep.
Arsenal win 4-1. Gyökeres has a brace. Eze has a brace and does a turntable celebration, which is low-key dumb, but thought it was cool. I thought Tottenham had a really good first half, just looked like they ran out of energy. I'm sure once you guys get Romero back and you guys get a lot of your injured players back, you guys will definitely stave off relegation and get top 13, I'm hoping now.
Which just became his first.
Yeah, I mean, for the rest of the year, you guys are not bothering me. So, yeah, no, good win for us. I thought Tudor had a good tactic going. I think it was more so the players at his disposal weren't up to par. I thought Jed Spence, that was probably the first 90-minute game I saw of Jed Spence. I thought it was pretty good. did not think
Yeah.
he played bad at all.
He definitely got limited being on the left side attacking wise because he's right-footed, and like especially when Mosqueda came in, he just knew he could just literally press him and just stand him up. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you go into it and I'll talk about some of the issues I saw from Spurs, but you can continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I thought you guys definitely were an aggressive team. I thought that was probably Kolo Muane's best game
Without
in
a
a
doubt.
Spurs shirt.
Yeah.
And I also think that probably has to do with Tudor working with him before at Juve, where it's like he knows exactly how to make that guy tick. Um, I'll say this because I know it's going to get brought up. I think the like the two hands in the back dive was a pussy move. I know Ethan has thoughts on it as well. I think that should be taken out of the game. I think he should have gotten a yellow for it, Gabrielle, because
Wow.
that happens against us. That happens it's
Yep.
the same thing as the fake injury stuff, right? Like if you're actually injured, come off the field or you have to sit on the sideline for like the
Yeah, a minute
MLS
or
Pro
whatever.
rules. Yeah, like I agree with that. And I think it's the same thing with diving in either box, like where it's like if you're defending and you dive, like Gabrielle did, you
Yep.
should get a yellow. That goal should either count or indirect kick from that spot. And then attacking, if you dive, you should get a yellow indirect kick from that spot, like
Right.
they do. Like I do think it was. I mean, if you want to follow letter by the law, yeah, he had two hands on his back, yada yada yada. I don't think he even really touched him that hard. I think we got lucky. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
All right. That was a lot more reasonable. I kind of came with a list to go to war, but
No, I mean I love Gabriel. I know you called him a pussy. But I think that's also just like the South American, like there's two sides of a South American. There's the one side where they're super aggressive, like a Romero. I've seen Gabriel do it, like Romero, like I'm trying to think like other former Brazilian and Argentinian defenders. And then there's the other side where they roll around for 5 minutes after you put a hand on their shoulder. So it's like it's both sides of the coin, and I think you saw that with Gabrielle on the one side.
fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like you said, I actually was pretty impressed with the first half. I know and I'm in the Spurs group chat, and some people weren't happy with it. And I was just like, you have Archie Gray playing right wing back, you have Jed Spence playing left wing back, and you have Paulinho as your right center back in a back three. Like they were like, oh, I wish we took the game to them more. I'm like, brother, I'm just happy we're in the game. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, on top of it too, like you said, Kolo Muani, he had his best game, but it was also just like, I don't know. It was just one of those things where it was like, we literally had 13 fit players. Solanke picked up tonsillitis during the week, so he couldn't play. Conor Gallagher, I don't really know what he does other than press, which people get mad when I say that about Solanke too. But it's just one of those things. Like, at the end of the day, it wasn't going to be our day. I was impressed with the first half, the energy, but once the energy levels dropped, there was just nothing that they could do. This is a criticism of Tudor, but I think it's a sub issue with Tottenham. All our managers will, like, you saw they made two subs in, like, I don't know, the 60th, 65th. All right, good, fair. And then we don't make another sub until the 80th, and it's like it was so obvious Paulinho's legs were gone and he couldn't hang. It was so obvious that, like, you needed just some fresh legs because the guys up front, like Xavi Simons stops running. Like, a lot of these guys stopped running because they've been just pressing and, like, doing what they could. And now they're down, 3-1 at that point? They may have even still been 2. I feel like the 2, I don't remember the time frame. But it's like that. You were very fair about the penalty, so I'm not going to be an asshole or the freak. What should have been a goal. Obviously that changes things, if that does go in. And the big issue Spurs fans have, I think, more than anything with that is a couple weeks back against Liverpool, Romero, Ekitike legitimately jumps and shoves Romero on the ground and heads a goal in, and we lose. And then weeks later, like, we legitimately apples to oranges on the level of force. And that's where it gets frustrating.
And I'll say this is my only piece of defense for Gabrielle, is 2 years ago when we were in Newcastle, Joe Linton does exactly what you just said, where Ekitike like fully pushed Romero. Joe Linton does that to Gabrielle. Gabrielle doesn't go down. Like you could see in the video, Joe Linton's literally full on two-hand shoves Gabrielle in the back, and Gabrielle goes because he's getting shoved in the back. no foul, goal goes
Right.
through. So I wouldn't be shocked if in Gabrielle's mind he's been programmed and told, hey, any feeling that you have of somebody pushing you in the back,
Yeah.
go down. So
Well,
like
and
that's my only
yeah.
defense, and I know you probably have points to like counter that, like boom, boom, boom. But I would probably agree with you on those points. Like it's not worth having a 5-minute argument because I would
Agree.
probably come to the same agreement.
I think you know what it is. It's like a pass interference call. It's kind of like what I told my dad, or maybe not even that one, but the other one where he kind of cut Kolomwani off, where Kolomwani's through.
Yeah.
He kind of like doesn't. That's like a PI, but it's also one of those things that if you've played the game, you know it's just a little bit of the dark arts. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's just a defender defending, and yes, at the end of the day, because we lost, people start calling back on that, like that they're pissed that's a foul. In my eyes, I'm like I'm kind of okay with it because once you start calling that, you call everything. The hands on the back, I agree with you. Like he goes down soft. I mean, very soft. But Kolomwani can't have his hands there. You allow the ref to make that call if that makes sense. Like, and based on the body position, it almost looked like he didn't have to. Because here's the argument, right? It's like, well, if it's not a foul, if you don't want it to be a foul, and you're a Tottenham fan, this is me putting on my Barca neutral hat, then that means that Kolomwani's shoving off Gabriel means that he didn't need to do it whatsoever because the ball was going to fall regardless. If you say no, you know, Gabriel dove and that's why he didn't get the ball because he was in position to get it, then it is a foul because Kolomwani did separate. You know what I mean? Very, very soft. At the end of the day, you're right. It should be like eradicated from the game. Players just need to play. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you could bitch and moan about it, but if you're going to put your two hands on a player's back like that and extend them, you're allowing the ref and VAR in slow motion. Like the ref can't determine force or intent, right? Like that's part of the rules. But Spurs, at the end of the day, it feels like a lot of times we're refereed a little different, especially I've talked about it with Romero and seeing different highlights of other teams and like what he got his red for and what other people have gotten reds for. It is what it is. This game was
Xavi
always
Simmons against Liverpool.
That was it. That's exactly. It was like that type of stuff where we get sent off for things that you see Liverpool. It feels like a lot of times it's Liverpool, honestly, that Liverpool get away with, and then they play us and they do it, and we're just like, great.
I'm glad you're starting to see the light. I've been looking at this light for a few years and been told I'm crazy. So
it's been a lot of different teams, but yeah.
Can I just also want you guys, before we move on to the next game, unless you have any other points on this one.
You're good.
No, I just want you guys to disavow the fan that Declan Rice, when he was going to take the corner kick, showed him a picture of his wife. There's a photo of a Tottenham fan as Declan Rice is going to take the corner kick with a photo of Declan Rice's wife laughing at him.
You want me to disavow that?
I want you to disavow the fan.
Why?
We shouldn't be bringing kids and families into this.
Can we just say on this podcast that we don't care about children, family? Like,
I was really hoping you'd forget that part.
Nah, I'm all about it. You can't be a
Okay,
hooligan pooch.
Owen.
You can't be all about hooliganism and then you're scared of that.
Margaret Thatcher eradicated hooliganism. There's no place in the game for it.
And meanwhile, you're sitting on your couch making me watch documentaries with you.
Yeah, because it was sick. It was a great time. If it was up to me, I'd bring it back immediately. I'm not in charge, though. I'm not Keir Starmer. If I was Keir Starmer, the first thing I'd do is say, all of these hooligan rules out the window. You could do it again. Would the police be pissed at me? Yes. Would normal taxpaying people? Yes.
Has Declan Rice considered marrying an attractive woman?
She's attractive in her own right.
That's fine. So he shouldn't feel bad about it.
He shouldn't. He said
if
it got
he feels
him
bad
pissed
about
off.
it, he's insecure.
He said it got him pissed off. That's all I'm saying. I just want Owen to disavow, if I'm being honest. I knew you weren't going to.
Yeah, I'm going to stand on business. Go ahead, Owen. Disavow. Go ahead. Join his team again.
The game's the game. You can't hate that fan. I think Declan Rice's wife is a beautiful woman. But whether
be careful, Owen. That's somebody's wife you're talking about right now. Just be careful.
I'm actually being very kind to Declan Rice right now. I'm just trying to show him and his family respect. But yeah, it's perfectly fine for that fan to do that. It's just ball. It's just part of the game. All right.
Shout out to the Declan community.
Can we get Jev out of here, please? He's making this very difficult for me.
Jev should have just put on the headset for this episode and joined in.
I don't want to hear what he would have to say right now.
All right, let's get off Spurs Arsenal because transparently, there's nothing much more to say. They beat up on an injured team, and I shave my beard because I stand on business. For Pooch, we'll say. We will say.
We'll say.
Villa
I'll
leads.
get, how about this? How about this? If we lose the title, I'll get another tattoo
Like, of what?
of us.
How about the logo? Class's permanent
Now,
logo.
I can't do logos. That's my one condition.
Don't you have the Guinness logo on your leg?
I can't do. Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Arsenal logo, and then I spoke too soon. I'd consider the Class's permanent in Latin, putting that somewhere.
All right. How do you say?
That would be sick.
Can we get somebody in the chat? Let me get a Class's permanent. I've actually looked at this. I've considered getting it as a tattoo.
Actually, yeah. You want to know? I'll get Declan Rice's wife's name. Good call there, Jeff. Good call there.
What is his wife's name?
I don't know. Something English.
There's Pooch with that hard-hitting investigative work. All right.
I don't think it's going to be like Isabel. It's going to be like Abigail. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, good for him and her. They're very happy, I guess. Pooch, we got to find you a Mrs. Declan Rice, Mrs. Capucci Rice.
I think that would be I think you put my last name and his name together. I think you just didn't want to say Declan Capucci or something like that.
Yeah. All right. I want to move on to Villa Leeds because I don't want to talk about Arsenal ever again.
Fair.
I didn't watch this. I watched North London Derby. I watched Barca. I did watch Newcastle City after this. Did you watch this, Pooch?
I full transparency did not. But I read about it, if that helps.
Sure. Share something you read.
So one thing I saw was Villa recently. They have one win in their last 5 games in like all competitions.
Yeah, they're on a slide.
They're on such a slide. Tammy Abraham had a goal, which I know we were talking about before last game. This game kind of reminded us of like who would get that third striker spot on England. DCL played well, but Tammy did get the goal coming off the bench. So in a hypothetical world, I think that gives him a nod over DCL. Leeds though continue to pick up points. I don't think they've won in like maybe a month, but they've like not lost. Like they just get 1 point after another. Like even in their FA Cup match, they went to pens on Birmingham, and won on pens. So they're just like a draw machine right now, which I guess if you're in a relegation race, you just want as many points as possible. So it's a positive, especially against the team in third.
Yeah.
But I think it was a game that put Villa closer to that European scrap, which I think they're trying to avoid throughout the year. And it just looks like they've lost their legs a bit in terms of their recent form. And I don't know. I think there's also something to be said about Douglas Luiz focusing more time on trying to get back with Alicia Lehman by moving to Aston Villa instead of focusing on his ball.
Do we have an update on that?
They're not back together. She's still with that guy from Love Island, I think.
Wait, real quick. We have Classes permanent in Latin is Pooch. Actually, you pronounce this.
Classis est perpetua.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly. All right. Owen, you want to get us? Me and Pooch will get this tattoo. That'd be cool. You want to work on designing a tattoo for us?
Yeah, I would love to.
Do you want to get one too? You're more than welcome.
No, I'm good. But
why?
I'll cook you guys up something delectable, something you'll cherish for the rest of your lives.
We can either, after Owen creates it, I see 2 options. One, we can either get it tattooed, normal, blah, 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 whatever, or we can get it branded.
Will you get it branding?
Where? Like, typically, like, I feel like most brands happen like here.
Yeah, on like the arm or like the chest, right?
The calf.
Is that going to look good?
A brand?
Well, no.
I'm branded.
Well, yeah, you were that same company. What is it, Seeger?
No, you remember we had to get branded for our fraternity?
Chill. Katie's on chat. No, we are literally just kidding.
No, we're not, Katie. We are not Katie. We are not Katie. He's lying.
Katie's seen 97% of me, and the 3% she hasn't seen is where the branding is.
That's why he always wears a sock on his left foot. You never thought that was weird?
Pooch such a goofy. Katie said Nafa. Okay. All right. Knock it off. Knock it
Sorry.
off.
My bad. Hey, hand up.
Hand up. Newcastle 1, City 2. I caught the end of this game. Let me tell you something about this guy, Erling Haaland. He is going to, like, I've always had a hope that one day we will be able to get him at Barca, because that was always like a dream signing, him and Lamine playing together. This dude is defending. He's doing full field sprints defending as a center back and then running and playing attack. City for life. It's unfortunate, but it's City for life. And then, yeah, City are just going to start getting robotic soon. But Erling Haaland's just an animal. He's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go down as one of the greatest strikers ever.
Yeah. Better than Frank Mbappe.
Yeah. But I think that Newcastle probably should have drew this game. I know there were a couple dodgy calls where Bernardo probably should have gotten a red. And I think that also might just be my bias showing, because I hate Bernardo.
Yeah.
I think he's a
your
great
Vinicius.
footballer. Yeah. Like, I hate him as a football. I'm sure he's a nice person and all that. Still think I could beat him up. But I hate him as a player. And also I saw that Newcastle had like a disallowed goal called back. City to me still seem like they won't catch. Like, I still think we can beat them in the race.
Want to clip that?
The only thing is, I'm still a little nervous that we're too tired. Like, even Timber, like I think you would agree, like in that game, the Spurs game this weekend, Timber did not look good. Like, he just looked gassed out there.
For someone who's supposed to be the best right back in the world, I wasn't really
impressed.
I didn't think he was bad. I just wasn't impressed. I feel like I've seen better from,
and
I don't know, Reece James,
I mean,
those guys.
Yeah, the guy's been playing 90 minutes every 3 days for like the past month.
Yeah,
so like I think it's catching up with him, and like, so there are certain players that worry me, like a him, a Zubamendi, a Declan Rice, where I do think some of these guys are going to get gassed by the time like the April-May rolls around, or even late March, especially if we're still in all 4 competitions. So it's a little worrisome considering City's right there. But I still trust our defense more than I trust City's defense.
Yeah, I agree. How did that get up there? They're spamming Owen. Yeah, I agree with you. At the end of the day, it's City, you know. So we will see. Liverpool won 4-0. Again, I missed this game. So I did see they scored in extra time, which kind of feels like Liverpool. I feel like, has Liverpool won in like just normal time this year? Like, have they just led a game 2-0 all year? I feel like
I feel like it's either they score a goal to win it in extra time, or they lose a game in extra time. They're just such like, either they drop off late or they win it late. So yeah, I think what we said a few weeks ago is a joke about Mr. Marinakis managing the team. I think he should. I think Victor Pereira,
whatever. Yeah.
I mean, he's just not cut from it. So I mean, I think if I was Mr. Marinakis, I'd cut ties with Victor right now and just manage my own club.
Yeah, just keep firing managers. They get one game contracts.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do we think he's paying out to managers right now, right? Because he has to pay out who? Nuno. He has to pay out Postecoglou. He's got it. There's no one in between. Who was before? Dyche, right. Dyche too. He's going to have to pay him out.
But how many of these managers are like on crazy wages? Like, it's not like he's paying like,
if I got to pay out $5 million,
Antonio Conte, Ange Postecoglou, Thomas Frank, like, he's not paying all these guys out. Like,
let me look this up. How much is Nottingham paying fired managers? I'll tell you right now. Sean Dyche is only going to get $500K. Okay. No. Yeah, during this season, they've spent about 18 million euros. That's a signing. You know what I mean? On firing managers. Nuno was 6. Postecoglou was 3.5. Wait, it says Dyche was 4 to 6 million. I don't know why he'd be more. Whatever. Regardless, that's insane. Also, I really just need to become a manager because making money like that is awesome for being bad at your job. Yeah, I kind of hope Forrest goes down because then like Elliot Anderson will be up for sale. Morgan Gibbs White will be up for sale. All these good players that, right now I feel like are going to be, if they stay up, they're going to force 100 mil for a lot of these guys. Maybe not Morgan Gibbs White at this point, but Elliot
Chris
Anderson.
Wood probably.
Chris would do what?
Chris Wood
do what?
Oh, it's like a who's on first base thing. That's a good one.
Who is?
No, what is? Who's on second? What's on first?
I don't understand.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're
Moving
good
on.
this, guys.
United won. Yeah, big
Yeah.
win again today against Everton. I was right again. Michael Carrick should stay. These guys are rolling. It's impressive how quick United's turned it around, but they've also signed ready-made players, and it's like you see where literally United and Spurs were in the exact same position, 8 months ago, and two different directions. Now, obviously, yes, United fired Amarim, but they moved quickly and they got rid of him. On top of that, they signed Cunha. Who did Spurs sign this summer? Oh, and who did we sign this summer?
Kudus.
We did sign Kudus, but again, other than that, though, United
Xavi
also,
Simmons.
we did sign him too. He's pretty good.
Didn't you guys also get Koulibaly on loan?
Okay, Koulibaly is not a good player. Let's
about to be under tutor. He's about to be under tutor
for what? 11 more games, and then we're going to send his ass back to Buddy. Buddy sent him in,
and then you will re-sign him like you did Mateus Tell.
No, Tell is good. Tell needs more run. Anyway, United, Everton. First off, I've been doing a lot of scouting in the background. I did not realize how good some of these Everton players are. Like James Garner right now, statistically, is one of the best center mids in the Prem. NGI or whatever you say his name, dog. That's as far as I got.
No, I love this Everton team. I've been saying that they're like a top 8, top 10 team throughout the year. I don't think they're at that point right now. Like I think that they've had injuries. They've been playing bad. I think their talisman Grealish went down. I think he's done for the year, maybe.
Is he?
But I know he got like a crazy injury because then I saw a report the next day that he was seen that night partying at a local club.
Stress fracture in his left foot.
Yeah, he was like on crutches at the club.
Yeah.
So I mean, just goated soccer player for that alone. But
the white Neymar.
Yeah. But they have Dewsbury Hall. Their issue is they just don't have a striker. Like it's one thing to like have like one striker that you're like, all right, he's gonna get us 10 goals. We need another guy to come in and get us another 10. They got 2 strikers who combine for like 5 goals a season. Like it's like they don't have a striker. They haven't had one since that DCL COVID year.
Yep.
And I think that's their issue. Like they have a solid back line. Tarkowski, Mikolenko, I've seen Everton fans go back and forth on. Who's that other guy? Not Seamus. Michael Keane has had a great year.
Yeah.
They have Pickford, England's number 1 in net. Like they have a really solid team and good depth to them. It's literally just they cannot score goals because they don't have a striker.
Yeah, understandable.
But I think that they're a classic mid-table club. I think if they can figure out their attacking issues in terms of striker in the offseason, I could see them sneaking into a European spot next year.
100%. It's all about retaining. So, I mean, like James Garner, and the reason why is I was looking at Garner as a potential person for Spurs to sign. I was like, oh, he won't be that expensive. He just signed a new 5-year deal. Looked like United were going to try and sign him. So, like, he's at least there this summer, right? You don't sign that deal if you're not. Unless
I honestly think Gardner reminds me of a Jordan Pickford, where I think he'll stay his whole career at Everton.
Yeah, well,
I think he came through the academy. Like,
did he? No,
he's one of those
United's
guys.
academy.
Garner,
yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was in my Bury save years ago. There's also an actor named James Garner, James Garner Academy soccer.
I mean, they're 9th right now. They're actually not.
He was in Man United's youth system, but he's from Merseyside.
Okay.
But that was my point is, so I knew he came up at United, then he went to Watford on loan, then he joined Forest on loan, and then he went to Everton in 2022. United tried to re-sign him, or at least were like in talks to potentially get him back in this winter, maybe this upcoming summer. He signed a 5-year deal with Everton, like or at least until 2030. I don't know if it was just like a salary up, whatever. But I agree with you. I could totally see him staying there. He seems to love it. And if that team gets stronger, why not?
Yeah, and I'm like also looking at their roster right now. They actually have a lot of good young players too. So
Yep,
like they
Tyler
have Jake
Diblin.
O'Brien, Tyre Dibbling, Tim Arujabaum,
What?
Arut,
Wow, that's a name.
Aerobomb. Yeah,
Eroj. Yeah, we're gonna put this in the chat. Can someone read this for
yeah.
me?
Carlos Alcaraz, Tyreek George, who they just got. So
Someone
like
read me that guy's
they
name.
actually they actually have a good like a youngish like depth to them, where it
Yep.
is like they kind of have that perfect mold of like, hey, here's Tarkovsky, here's Keane, Pickford, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish as our like older leaders, and then the mix of like younger players on that team. So, I mean, they're in what I saw they're in 9th right now in the table, and they're on 37 points. If you think 7th place gets you Europe this year, they're 3 points off Brentford for Europe,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
for Conference League. Like they could
Why
do it.
not?
Like Brentford's been struggling recently a bit. Bournemouth's been struggling. Like I could see them sneaking into Europe.
100%. Let's go back to United just a little bit. We do have a United fan in the chat, so I think it's important that we give them a little bit of respect. Very impressed with Bruno this year.
No, we don't have to.
We only do that to Chelsea, which I'm assuming we have 2 Chelsea fans in the chat.
Chelsea.
Okay, I thought you were actually doing the chant. I would have just kicked you out. Throwing Katie on here instead. We would have just talked ball. Yeah, I've been impressed with United and Michael Carrick. That is exactly how you get an interim right. And I feel like he's done very, very well so far. I like what he's doing with them. And I heard one of the pundits saying it, and it's just so true. Like, it's just a simplicity to it. Like, he just found a formation that the players he has feel comfortable playing, and he's just simplified the game where you have talent. Like, Mateus Cunha is talented. Bruno's talented. You have obviously Kobe Mainu, who's like was a budding prospect until Amorim got there. Casemiro, although the legs are probably a bit gone, he's not Casemiro of his Real Madrid days. Like, still a player in there, right? And then on the other side, like Diallo, like Embuemo just needs opportunity. Like, it's one of those things where it's almost like, we get so analytical about the game nowadays that it almost feels like sometimes you have to step back and be like, all right, just play a 4-2-3-1, and you guys have played this so much. Like, just be in the positions you think you need to be in. I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's not that simple. I'm sure Carrick hasn't made it that simple, but it does feel like nowadays everyone's like, well, what are their press triggers and what is their build up for? It's like, what are you talking about? Like, if find the players that are the best at the club, stabilize it till the end of the year where you're in they're in top 4 right now. You finish in a top 4 spot. You finish in Champions League this upcoming year. Carrick will, for this case, will say he stays. And now you're like, all right, Michael, like, how do you want to take this team forward? Who's staying? Who's going? Right. And now let's just supplement with 2 to 3 top players to, bolster your team. That's what's frustrating. And that's what Spurs should have done with Postecoglou in the summer. Honestly, he had his issues. But my point is none of these managers for Tottenham are going to be able to figure it out. And it just kind of feels like United, I don't know. It feels like United went a very different route than Tottenham in the way they did things. And
they signed more proven players where it's like, we know you could perform at this level already. We're not taking like a risk of you coming from like a Bundesliga or a like Serie A. Like they were like, we know you can score 15 goals.
Yep.
I agree, Declan. Tottenham should bring in Amarin. Could fix a lot. Plus,
Be
Ethan
so
said he
cheeky.
likes playing in the back, likes playing a back 3. So.
I don't mind it. Well, especially next season with Vuskovic. Although at this point, it looks like Van de Ven and Kuti are both going to leave, which is Kuti I'm kind of okay with. I kind of always just expected, especially after he won the World Cup, I was like, all right, this guy's going to go to Spain at some point. Van de Ven, I was like, maybe we could just convince him to stay a couple of years, but he's apparently being a diva in the locker room, which I understand. But back to 2 more seconds on United. Impressive, actually fun to watch. And I know you're not a United guy, Pooch. You hate United. I have no hatred towards United. It's just kind of like one of those teams that, of course, you want to beat, but it's like whatever. So for me, when United's good, like that's more fun. I don't know. When like the good teams are good. Jeff's right. Van de Ven will be the best striker. Van de Ven, I was thinking this while I was watching Holland defend for City. I was like, you could probably put Holland and Van de Ven on the same team and just tell them to rotate with one another, who plays striker, who plays center back, and they could probably do it pretty well. Like, they could probably just keep running back and forth, alternating, and I think you'd have very similar outputs on both sides. Or
like
just
Ray Allen.
Why is that like Ray Allen?
Good getting up and back.
Up and back on what, Pooch?
Court.
Okay. All right. Let's talk title race. You said debate these title race.
No, I like debate these. So for the Prem, I put like the title race, the UCL spots, and then relegation. So like first, I think we both know. I just wanted the people listening or watching us right now. Arsenal 61, City 56, but with the game, Arsenal the game in hand. I think we all know you're gonna go City. You're gonna go City, and I'm gonna go Arsenal. So we don't really have
Yeah.
to debate that too much.
No,
I
no,
feel
no,
like we debate
no.
it
I
all
think
the
I'll take
time.
Arsenal. I think I'll take Arsenal.
Okay, cool. UCL spots.
Psychology.
No, I know that. So the Champions League spots. So there's about I think 5 teams fighting for 2 positions. So right now we have Villa at 51, United 48, Chelsea at 45, VAR Pool 45, and Brentford 40. So I just wanted kind of I think I know where I think it's gonna go, but I wanted to hear your thoughts on it. Out of those 5.
I'd have to look at like who everyone has to still play. I think Villa are starting to sputter out a little bit.
I agree.
I don't know if they're going to fall out of the UCL spots, but I guess that's only top 4, unless obviously Arsenal or City win Champions League. I would go Arsenal, City. The form they're in, I feel like I'd go United third. And I don't know if that's just me like overshooting
No,
them.
I would agree. I would agree.
And then between
they're gonna
Chelsea
finish
and
third.
Liverpool are like the team that's like so tough because they, like I said, they feel like they keep leaving it so late. So it's like you kind of think they're shit, but they're getting results. So I can't argue. You know what I mean? Like I can't argue it.
Yeah.
And I literally I don't know anything that's going on with Chelsea. I am so anti-Chelsea that I like.
They
I see
literally
more
drew
about Arsenal.
Burnley this weekend. Like I think, in my opinion, I think it's gonna go United, then Liverpool for the 4th spot, and then I think Villa, Chelsea, Brentford, or whoever in the 7th spot. For me, Chelsea, I just don't believe in LinkedIn Liam. I think LinkedIn, Liam. I don't think he's a good I don't think this is his. I think he's too young. I don't think this is his level at all.
Meta, show me Adam Traore is nuts. Meta class.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, no, I feel like Liverpool, since they this group won the title last year, they know what it takes to win
Yeah.
in a moment where it is okay, we're either gonna get Europa League or Champions League in this game, we're gonna win it, and they'll go out and win it. I think United are on a good run of form where I think they're 8 or 3 points ahead of those 2, but still I think they'll keep it up. I think Villa will falter. And I think Chelsea will kind of just stay where they're at and just finish in 6th and kind of go quietly into that good night.
Yeah. I'd have to if you want a really, really accurate one, I'd have to actually
No,
sit down.
we would have to sit and do
would
it.
have to-
I was
yeah.
just thinking going off the top of the head.
I like
and then-
United, and then I don't know. I could also see Villa holding up, but all right. I think you're going to go to relegation next.
Yeah, so Leeds are still technically kind of in that relegation fight. They have 31 points. Spurs have 29, Forest have 27, and West Ham have 25. So this is all for just one spot.
One spot, right? I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I think it could be Nottingham. And I know West Ham have looked kind of more shit, but I feel like they're on a more of an upward trajectory. It feels like Nottingham are with sacking the manager. It's a weird thing where Spurs vibes are so low, but shouldn't Nottingham's vibes be just as low? I don't know. I feel like you don't hear about that as much.
I agree. I think it's just because Spurs are a big club and
Right.
they're there. I agree that I think West Ham, while they're not, I mean, they just drew Bournemouth at home, but that's a good point for them.
Yeah.
Forest, it just feels like you said, the vibes. I do think that also plays a part. That's something that we don't see on a day-to-day basis. But how many of those guys at Forest are happily getting up for work, being yeah, this is awesome. Get to go train today. They probably feel so much pressure with Mr. Marinac is always coming to that locker room, ripping them apart, like, especially after the Dyche firing, compared to a
Yep.
West Ham where it's like they have Nuno in there, and Nuno's like, "Listen, we're shit right now, but, like, we still have a chance to get out of this. Like, look at us. We're
Yeah.
picking up points against a top 10 team. We're picking up points against this team, that team. Like, we're feeling good, like, bringing good vibes to the club." Like,
Who,
I do think, like, a West Ham player is probably more up to going to training right now than a Nottingham player is.
dude, both of these, they both have ridiculous fixture lists. Nottingham has Fenerbahce up on Thursday. They play Brighton, City, Fulham, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Burnley, Sunderland, Chelsea, Newcastle United, Bournemouth to finish. West Ham have Liverpool this weekend, Fulham next Wednesday. They then play Brentford in FA Cup. Then they have City, Villa, Wolves, Palace, Everton, Brentford, Arsenal, Newcastle, Leeds. I think both of them only play top half teams. Like, that's
But I
absurd.
feel yeah, no, I agree. I feel, though, like, when you said those names, I felt more confident with that West Ham list than I did the Forest list.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like a team that, like, will sit there and pick up a point against Everton, pick
Yeah.
up 3 against Wolves, pick up a sneaky 3 against Palace.
Dude, I really
They're
hope Nottingham get relegated. That'd be so awesome.
It would also be hilarious if Nottingham get relegated, but then win the Europa League, so they're in Champions League next year in the championship. That would be like, as a Morgan Gibbs White, like, what do you do? You've wanted your whole career to play
Right,
Champions
Champions
League.
League.
And now it's like you have the option of either going to, I don't know, like a Villa, who, let's say, for the sake of the argument, is in Europa
Yeah.
League, or stay in the championship and play Champions League. Like,
Mhm.
I think I'd probably stay in the championship, collect a bag, and play
And just play
Champions League
Champions League.
midweek. Yeah.
It depends what your teammates do. If Elliot Anderson's out, if, I don't know, Sells. If Sells is out, if Murillo's out, you don't want to be the last man there. But, Mr. Marinock is also, you love Mr. Marinock. That's why you stayed in
Yeah.
Nottingham instead of moving to Spurs when you could have. Yeah, whatever, man. Fuck Nottingham. Fuck MGW. All right, quick around the world. I'm gonna go rapid fire through here. Barca beat Levante, of course. Fermin Lopez hit a banger, bro. This guy came in as a sub outside the 18. He hit it with his left foot, hit it off the post so loud it was like a hockey goal, where like you hear like the post ring through it. And there's a video of Pedri, and he's just literally like could not believe it. Barca them. Real fall to Osasuna in final minutes. One of the best hate watches of my life, man. I tune in. It was before. What was another sport on Saturday? It was on Saturday for sure. Oh, it was before I had family coming over, and I remember like, oh, let me just watch into this game, see what happens, because it was 1-1. And my boy, I'll tell you his name in a second.
Pedri?
He is my boy, but that's more like my son. Whatever the Osasuna striker's name is, I can't think of it. Absolutely cooks them, scores a banger to end the game. Real fall to Osasuna, and Real was talking so much shit this week because they jumped Barca on the table. Barca has now jumped right back over them. Same games played, the whole thing. Fuck them. Villarreal beat Valencia 2-1. That was a derby we were talking about. What was it? It was like Clásico de Comunidad or something, or Derby de Comunidad. Oviedo draw Sociedad 3-3 with a 90-minute equalizer. Why is that relevant? Obviously, Sociedad's like a top half team. This is like Wolves drawing Villa 3-3 with the 90th minute equalizer.
Or Wolves drawing Arsenal with the 90-something minute equalizer.
Owen, give us 15 seconds on Como beating Juve.
It's just every episode we come and sit down here, we talk about a Como win. Last week, a Como draw against a good side, and Pooch sits there and says, "Oh, it's lightning in a bottle. Oh, it's not going to last. Oh, this team isn't really that good." I don't have anything to say beyond that other than, Pooch, I can't wait until we're sitting here in 7 days' time and we have this exact same conversation like we do every week, and you're like, "Oh, well, Roma is still on top." Guess what, Pooch? That gap gets slimmer and slimmer every time I speak to you. And it's going to get to a point
5 points.
It is razor thin. And you are going to be shaking in your boots, acting all smug acting like you've got it all under control, like you're not scared, like you didn't boot us off the Roma train for
Yep.
us to hop on the Como train. And guess what? That train's more comfortable, more stylish. And it's starting to go a little bit faster than that Roma train.
Como ti chiami, mi chiami Ethan. How about that?
See.
Yeah.
So I have two thoughts on what Owen just said. First thought was I love the soliloquy by Owen. I thought it was great. I thought it was well put. And
Good
my
soliloquy.
second thought was I'm a little pissed he made me sound like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. But that's more of a personal thing than a like anti thing. No, I mean you guys are playing well. We'll just see how it goes once once all of the media surrounding Cesc leaves as he decides to go to Chelsea because LinkedIn Liam couldn't get the job done and Chelsea are willing to drop a bag on him. We'll see who you guys bring in next. Yep, thank you, Jev. We'll see who you yep. We'll see who you guys bring in next to steer the ship. But I think this team is being held together by Nico Paz and Cesc Fabregas. So so once both
God
of them
forbid the team's best player is one of the best players in the world.
Well, he's going.
That's so
isn't
true.
Isn't he leaving for Madrid in the summer?
Is that confirmed?
Nothing.
They have the
is
buyback
confirmed.
clause.
Pooch, we're in this season. You're already worried 5 years down the line, brother.
This is what I'm talking about. There's always
it's a
something
long
new
play.
with this Como
It's a
discussion.
long
There's
play.
always something in
It's
the
a long
distance.
play.
There's something in the past. There's something going on. Trying to avoid what's really happening right in front of your eyes.
Hey, brother, I'm looking into the books. I'm reading into your financials. I'm going deep. I got people undercover within the club right now. I got sources that are telling me this stuff. I'm trying to help you guys.
We don't need help over here, man.
We're good on this side. We're good on this side. We got all our Real Madrid youth players, Jesus Rodriguez, Nico Paz. I was looking at that too, because this Jesus Rodriguez guy has some ridiculous stats for a 17-year-old. They have like 5 players from Real Madrid's youth academy in this team. I don't know where that connection started, but congrats, Pooch. Roma wins, so you're now 4 points behind AC Milan. This was annoying because we talked about how the Serie A title race was so close, and it felt like Milan lost, Napoli lost, and Inter won. So now it's like almost like another 10-point gap again. So Inter is starting to run away, which is a little frustrating. I was kind of hoping they would drop points too.
Me too. I still think that the European spots, as we just saw our little spat, I think are going to heat up in the Italian league. So I think that'll still be fun. I think there are so many teams tightly close together that I think it'll be a fun kind of final few weeks for Serie A.
100%. I'll be keeping an eye there. Leipzig and Dortmund draw 2-2. I'm not following Bundesliga.
Nope.
And then Monaco beat Lens on an Ansu Fati winning goal. My boy. This was what was Ansu Fati?
Insert the Ian Wright meme. You're still alive?
No, I know he was alive. Katie,
no, I know too. I just love that one.
If Katie was in this chat right now, if she's still here, she went with me to the Monaco team store and saw me debate between getting Pogba's name on the back and Ansu Fati. And I got Fati because I knew he was going to score the game winner against RC Lens. So happy for my boy. Can't wait. He's only on loan. We may have Fati and Lamine running the wings next year. But again, real quick, MLS. If you listen to our MLS primer, Sosa said Miami's going to run away with it. Miami lost 3-0 on opening night. So I guess Sosa is dumb. Spam Sosa's dumb in the chat. NYCFC draw Galaxy. Decent game. Red Bull beat Orlando 2-1, and they had, I think, 3 16-year-olds on the field. Pooch wants to know who owns Red Bulls, and were they in the files? Pooch, what files are you referring to?
The files, brother. About a little island in the Caribbean. I just want to know who owns Red Bulls. Where was the game played? Was it in New York or Orlando?
I think Orlando.
Oh, interesting. It was in Florida. Game was in Florida, and the Red Bulls decided to input 3 16-year-olds into the game. Interesting.
But yeah, Michael Bradley gets a debut win. So good for them. Shuts up a lot of the haters. I think they have a kid named Hall who, like a year or two ago, was linked with Barca. So I'll watch him a little bit. St. Louis drew Charlotte, and the Tina Turner kids made a debut. Pooch, better on field?
No, worse. It was so bad.
You didn't like the pre-made wrinkles in the shirt that you...
Nope. Thought the pre-made wrinkles were dumb. When I saw it in person, I agreed with everybody that's told me it's dumb, and I died on the hill for nothing.
Maybe better idea in theory than it was, you know what I mean? Than it was in execution.
I mean, at that point, we should have just made it like I don't know, like Suge Knight jersey and done it because it looked bad. Like we can't like have Tina Turner's name be soiled by that jersey. Like just next time, if it looks that bad, call it a gold jersey or like call it like the Suge Knight jersey or something bad, and then like when you create a banger of a jersey, then hold off to the Tina Turner.
Was Tina Turner a St. Louis FC fan?
I think she died before we even were a club.
She did. That's the joke.
I
She would have loved St.
legitimately-
Louis.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know the connection. Like, was she born in St. Louis? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
okay. I didn't want to sound stupid asking this. Owen, do you know?
No,
I mean, I would assume, but I
she okay.
kind of just
she was
guessed. Maybe not.
she was
She was
born
born in
in-
Tennessee.
where in Tennessee? What was the town's name?
She was born in Nutbush, Tennessee.
I don't think that was the name.
What is the name then?
It's something else in Tennessee. But she also died in Switzerland. So like I don't understand the relation between St. Louis and Tina Turner.
She
Let me look this
began
up.
her music career in St. Louis.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she moved there when she was 16 and went to high school. Okay. All right. Whatever. Pooch, will you buy one of those jerseys?
If St. Louis City I don't know, makes the second round of the playoffs because we haven't made it past the first, I'll buy
Chat,
the
clip that.
jersey.
Chat, clip that. Clip that, chat. All right. Fair enough. I like NYCFC's jerseys. It is MLS really does. Oh, when you said it when we were doing the MLS jersey review, like they really do a good job of every team, even when the jerseys aren't like the best, they're not bad. You're not watching like some of these, like, you know, in Europe, you either get really bland ones sometimes or you just get them where you're like, ugh. Like, I've never,
Ugh,
ever
brother,
been able to get
ugh.
behind like a Norwich City jersey. Those colors are horrific. Oh, Owen's a fan. Okay. You
I don't know,
love vomit, don't you? You just
I
you
feel
love
like we
vomit.
have I feel like they got them looking pretty good out there. I mean,
Okay.
What do you think of Luton Town? I hated the Luton Town jerseys.
like right now.
No, when they were in the Prem, like when you saw them.
You know,
I'm not expecting you to be watching like League One in
Yeah, I was confused.
England football now.
Yeah, I didn't like their prep
Okay.
jerseys.
are they the orange?
Yeah, like an orange and like a blue.
They
And it's
look
like
like a
They have like a red too. It's like a red orange.
Yeah,
though. I don't like that.
It's a weird color combo that I was always like, that looks awful.
I
Who's
feel
got
like sometimes, like when you see a championship level team in the Prem
Yeah.
or in the championship, their jerseys look like they're a championship team. Does that make sense? Like, and
Yes.
sometimes there are
Mhm.
outliers, but like for the most part, like I feel like you can always pinpoint. And
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Like
I agree with
Coventry
that.
City, like Coventry City next year when they come up, it's gonna look odd. You're gonna be like, should they even be here? Like
right. Like
like
they won't have like
Middlesbrough.
a sports betting sponsor. It'll be like a plumber or something.
Yeah, it'll be like Jim's Fish Store, and it's like
Yeah.
the corner shop.
Yeah. I don't really love what I'm seeing here from Coventry. But
Like they have a sky blue kit. I don't know if they use it anymore, but that looked awesome. They were in the championship promotion final 2 years ago, and I think they wore it and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if they use it anymore.
gotcha.
It's like a sky blue, but I'm also like I love a good sky blue jersey, so I think they
Take a
just
quick
spammed
look.
that.
This is Coventry City's kits. This way everyone could see. Norwich, just so everyone could see how ugly these are. Honestly, once I looked them up, Owen was kind of right. Like, this isn't the
That's
worst.
a nice jersey with the Lotus sponsor too. That's kind of hard.
Lotus
I
looks
don't
okay.
like the stripes. I'm not a big fan of the stripes. I like the one where it was just a straight. Yeah. That to me looks better.
they do better than I thought they did in my head, but that may have just been like old kids. But
Wait,
yeah,
Ethan, do you wanna see a really bad jersey?
yeah.
Let me find them.
If
I
this
think
is
it's it's Preston North End.
do
They have
that,
a horrendous jersey because it's like nothing. Like it's the plainest kit you'll ever see, and
oh my
you're
god,
like, it's like one of those where you're like, just try something
yeah, this
different.
is bad.
Like
I'm sharing it so that way everyone could see. Can everybody see?
it's just so bad.
That's
Yeah, that
hard.
It's like
I like
it's
that the Spud Bros sponsor the main event.
yeah, like it's just nothing. Like
yeah,
Those,
that's like
those,
so lazy.
those are nice looking jerseys, though.
they're nice looking, but it's like it's the same thing every year. Like they don't try anything
Yeah,
different.
it's like the base Nike template.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's hilarious.
Like I'm sure they try on like the away kit or whatever, but the home kit, and I'm sure like but like even like every team tries like maybe we'll add stripes this year, like maybe we'll add like a different colored collar. Preston, it's like every year it's just white with like the blue outline on the collar and the sleeves.
Yep, 100%. I could talk kits all day. I really
Yeah.
could. I could just sit down and like we could just have a full podcast on kits.
Yeah,
Um, all right, let's move into our midweek preview here. We have the second leg of these Champions League games. So we'll start off with the big one that I think everyone's going to keep an eye on. Madrid versus Benfica. For those that forget, Madrid is up 1-0. For those that forget. So Prestiani will be suspended for this game. I think that's the only suspensions outside of Mourinho's red that we'll see.
Anybody in the chat, put in the chat L if you think that it was a good job that they suspended him. W if they think it was a bad job that they suspended him. I just want to see some things. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a lot of W's. Wow, that's weird. That's crazy. W. Okay, wow. All right. Well, we
Katie
need to
is
probably look into our fans.
Katie is the biggest Madrid hater I think I've ever met in my life. My cousin's in Spain. He's like my mom's cousin, but he's like an uncle because he's like obviously in his 50s. He runs one of the clubs, like the bar areas in the stadium, like a private space. And so when we were in Madrid, wait, Jeff, why would that be but? Why would that have to? Why would that be? For those that are listening only, Jeff wrote "a la Madrid," but fuck racism. He could have just said.
I don't think he gets it. Still.
I just spit on myself.
Okay. Madrid had the racism against them.
Common Javel, call him Lev. Long story short, they offered like, oh, one day, like, come to the stadium when you're in Madrid. I'll let you like go walk around the stadium and show you all this stuff. So I'm like, all right, bet. And Katie's like, why would you say yes? I don't want to go there. I hate that. So yeah, Katie's definitely Benfica L. She doesn't know probably what's going on with Benfica and Madrid, but at the same time, she's definitely L Madrid too. Just double L's, 2 L's. Pooch thoughts?
W Katie for being a good courier.
Yes, there we go. She is. She's a big Barca fan. Katie Amal. All right, let's move into. Oh, who do we think? Do we think Madrid holds on 1-0?
I think
or
Madrid. Yeah.
I think it might be a bit
without. Yeah,
Jose.
without Jose too. I think he'll sneak his way into the stadium, but I think Madrid will win.
I agree with you. Oh, look at that. Atletico versus Club Bruges. This was one of the big surprise games. So that ended 3-3. They are in Atleti. What are we thinking here?
Atleti. Once again, at their home, I think Bruges had a good run, but
Lookman's in
they can't
ridiculous
play.
form.
Yeah, like Bruges just can't play 2 games at home, which I think kills them. Because they are a good home side.
Yep, 100%. I agree with you. Lookman's been in ridiculous form. This Atletico team has been in sick form. So, I don't see why. But this is the weird part that comes to Champions League. Like, Bruges can beat them 2-0 and, like, look so dominant. So, we'll see. But I agree with that. Leverkusen versus Olympiacos. Leverkusen's up 2-0 over Olympiacos. I'm just going to rock with Leverkusen here. I don't know if they score again, but I could just see them holding out and finishing the job.
Yeah, I think Leverkusen for sure.
Alrighty. Let's move into probably one of the big ones. One I'll be keeping my eye on is Inter versus Bodo Glimt. Inter lost to Bodo Glimt 1-3. They are now going to Milan for the second leg. Does Bodo Glimt hold on?
I think Bodo Glimt will win on penalties.
Oh, you're going to extras.
I think Inter will end up winning 2-0 in regulation. Both teams will do the classic like stall out in extra time and take it to pens, and I think Bodo will pull off the upset in pens at the San Siro.
All right. I like that prediction. I think Bodo Glimt go through. I don't want to be too much more bold than that. But Newcastle versus Qarabag, 6-1. In Newcastle. So Qarabag can't fly in there because you said there's no international airport.
No international airport. They have to fly to London or Manchester and then take the train or the bus up.
That's such a pain in the ass.
I know. I agree. I think Qarabag will lose 3-2.
3-2, you said?
3-2 Newcastle, I think.
Wow. Okay. Atalanta versus Dortmund. Dortmund's up 2-0. They are going to Atalanta. Is that a spot in Italy, or is it Bergamo or something?
It's Bergamo.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure because in all the games, don't they?
Yeah, they're
become
Bergamo.
Calcio, yeah. I think Dortmund win.
Okay, I agree with you. I think Dortmund see it through. Juventus versus Galatasaray. Galatasaray is going to Turin. Gala's going to Turin up 5-2. I was trying to make sure I said that correct. What do we think here? I think Gala's good enough just to see this out.
Yeah, I think Gala killed Juve last week, and then Como picked up the pieces and beat their ass with the pieces. So I think Gala wins.
Fair enough. I agree with that. And then PSG Monaco. PSG is up 3-2 on Monaco. Is this our first like really big upset?
You want to know what? I could see this game going into extras or pens as well. I think PSG will win, but I could see it like being closer than people thought. I think a lot of people basically have written off Monaco right now. I could see Monaco like maybe winning 2-1 to send it into the extras, and then we go to PKs as well. So,
but
I think PSG will pull through, but I think it's going to be closer than people expect.
I'm letting like the soccer gods talk to me for a second here. Monaco. I don't care how. Monaco. Alrighty.
Good point, Dietz. I just want to point out the point that Dietz made in the chat. He said, "I hope PSG lose." It was a great input there from the chat.
shout out chat there. Chat's been fun, giving us a couple extra little laughs.
Real quick, if you guys like this today, just because in New Jersey it was snowing, we normally do this, but it's behind the Patreon, like the live chat and everything. So at the end of this episode, we're gonna put in our Patreon. It's, I believe, did we bump it to $10 because we had so many viewers? Yeah, it's $10 a month to sign up to the Patreon. You could obviously do what you're doing now. This is just a free episode, but it's always snowing. Thank you, Jev. Correct. Yep.
Why is that so big on the screen?
I don't know. But yeah, so just sign up at the end to our Patreon. $10 gets you a month of access. I believe in the spring, Ethan and I, we're going to be doing our Sunday League fun days where we go to different Sunday League clubs throughout the region and watch and vlog ourselves doing it. So that will be fun.
Yep, 100%. Gainfully employed. Yeah, we really do have the biggest unemployed base, which is incredible. We are the mouthpiece for the homeless.
Oh.
They're arguing in the chat right now. It's just awesome. The jokes. Yeah, let's do this.
We really cultivated a special community.
It's literally just so you guys know, both Joe's and my girlfriend in the chat. There's 3 people in the chat. All right, let's move into a mystery 11. Owen, it's your time to shine.
Yeah, this is a good one. This was a tough one. But I got it.
Okay. What
And it's
formation?
here. And let me organize my tabs here. I was working on this to the very last minute.
This dude didn't do it yet, did he?
I wouldn't want it any other way, Owen. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
I did it. I did it.
This is going to be Owen's mystery 11 of players he just thought of.
This is a bit of my magnum opus.
Wow.
It's a hold on. Maybe a 5-1-3-1.
5-1-3-1. The 3 are how would you do those 3 in front of the 1?
I would say they're just center mids.
So you have 3 center mids in front of a DM.
I'm praying one day when Owen does these wacky formations, he adds a couple wingers in there.
Yeah,
so
that'd
always
be
a
awesome
wacky
one day.
formation with like 8 center mids. I think it's hilarious. It's very funny.
I try to go above and beyond for you guys.
I know.
And I wanted to make
think
this
it's
one
awesome.
extra special because now we'll have audience participation. So
I just love that
That's
we
true.
have in this formation, we actually have a center mid directly in front of the DM. Just standing in front. Like, just standing right in front of each other. That's no
I'm
problem. That
excited
makes
to
sense. That's a passing lane we needed.
I'm excited to see who they are, to see if in real life if it would be like as funny as it is in the formation. Like if
Let's
it's
start.
Yaya Toure and just like Steven Gerrard, it would be hilarious.
Alrighty. Mystery 11 here. I'll start. Give me the DM. Let's just get this out of the way.
Thomas Tuchel.
Wow. Okay. Now, Pooch, let's think about this for a second. He wants us to think managers.
Until the next one is like Jared Bowen.
Managers who have managed a nation that is not their like home nation.
That's a good guess. It's not it.
Thank you.
Goalkeeper.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
I actually didn't even know he played, so
Yeah, he was a goalie for Porto, for Jose.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm. When they won.
Feels like he's older than Jose, though.
I'll tell you right now. I'm like almost positive he was the goalkeeper. Yeah, there he is with Pepe.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah, FC Porto goalkeeper.
Nuno and
Maybe managed a
both-
London-based team.
Well, I was gonna say something about a European competition because remember Nuno coached Wolves in Europe.
How could I forget that?
So I was gonna say everybody here has managed a game in Europe.
That's not it.
Okay. Give me the center mid.
Mikel Arteta.
That is a wild, two. You remember how I said it would be hilarious to hear the 2 names? Imagine Thomas Tuchel and Mikel Arteta right in front of each other.
I don't even know how that would work.
They'd just be yelling at each other the whole time.
All right, Mickey Arteta. Can't do
I
it.
like that shout. I like that shout from Jev. Managers who have managed a club they played for.
Is that your guess?
Has Tuchel done that?
No, but Tuchel's initial job in Germany, he did. Mainz, I think.
Yeah,
I believe.
All right, do that shout.
Managers who have managed a club they played for. Okay.
Give me the striker.
Matthew Taylor.
Who? People whose because I have 2 guys with first name starting with M, 2 guys with last name starting with T. Damn.
Taylor.
I have no idea who Matthew Taylor is.
Maybe ask about the hair. Maybe is that it?
Yeah, maybe it's the hair.
He's a stunt actor.
No, he's what the hell? Are these people who were born on October 17th, 1981?
No.
I say that I think every week. That's why.
Give me the left wing back, please.
That would be Pascal Chimbonda,
What position is this? And who?
left wing back.
Pascal what?
Chimbonda.
Spell that, brother.
CHIMBOND.
Yeah.
Oh, French guy. He actually played for Tottenham. That's awesome.
All these guys have
He was
relations.
He was most recently a player manager of English non-league club Skelmersdale United.
Wait, I got it. Have all these guys worked for Sky Sports?
No.
Uh,
All right, you're up, E.
give me the center back.
Jock Stein.
How do you spell Stein? Like, who are the dude? Is this even how you spell it? Jock? Like, just
Yeah, you got it.
does this have
Jared,
to?
if you're a real ball knower, you know these are real players. These are like common knowledge.
Is this people who have won a European title? Okay, yeah, you're right. Mickey's in there.
I'll take the right center back, please.
Eddie Howe,
At right back.
right center back.
Right center back.
Bet. I see. Like, know who Eddie
All
Howe
right,
is.
we
but
have
I
to
don't-
pause and put our thinking caps on here.
Yeah, no, we're not.
We're not thinking anything through here.
Okay.
So, like, Eddie Howe, 5'10". The other guy's 6 foot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe, he played for Bournemouth, over 200 appearances. Portsmouth, 2 appearances. Played a total of 272 games professionally. The other guy, Chimbonda, I mean, technically is still played, but it looks like below 200. Maybe not. I know Tuchel didn't play long either.
Yeah. This is a tough one now. Oh, scale of 1 to 10.
I
How
think-
hard is this one?
I don't even want to comment on that one this time around.
Like, I think it does have to do more with their playing careers than coaching, because I don't think any of these guys have anything in common coaching wise. Like,
Yeah.
Arteta, Tuchel, Howe. I haven't even looked at Stein, but Chimbonda only coached like a month and a half at a non-league club. Like, he's like not like it's not like he's coached 200
Yeah.
like games somewhere.
Well,
Like, so that's why, like, our kickers, like, I'm trying to think of.
right. Yeah, and I'm looking at Matthew Taylor. He never coached. Oh no, he did. He coached at UCLA, and he played at UCLA. Did we ask
but
that?
Yeah, we did. And I'm also looking, like, right now, and Tuchel never played he played for Stuttgart Kickers and SSV Ulm. So he never managed a
Yeah, and
team.
so did right, or did Eddie Howe manage Bournemouth? He did, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh, you went Bournemouth to Burnley to Bournemouth.
Yeah. Nuno.
This is so hard.
I mean, they all don't have a ton of appearances. Like, let me look at Arteta, because I feel like Arteta out of this list probably would have the most appearances, and maybe we should try under, like, so like Arteta was 427, so that's a lot compared to a lot of the other ones. Like, I just looked, Nuno has like 202 career appearances. Eddie Howe had 200. Tuchel had like less than 100. But right now Arteta's like the outlier in terms of senior appearances.
Do they all like play for their team twice?
Like, what do you mean by play for their team twice?
Like, left their club and then went back and played for the same club twice? No, they didn't, because I'm looking at Arteta and he never did.
No.
Why don't you guys go for another player? Maybe that.
Yeah, that
Maybe
might help.
wait, real quick. Can I just guess? Have all these guys played under 450 appearances in their senior career? Okay.
All right. Let's go left center back. Maybe we could compare the center backs to each other.
Yeah, that would be Steve Bruce.
Have all these guys been relegated as managers or something? I don't
No,
know.
or don't say that. Don't say that.
That's not
Arteta
no,
did.
just
Yeah. Not a bad shout though. Stevie Bruce. Stevie Bruce. I know Steve Bruce played for.
he played for Gillingham, Norwich City, Man United, Birmingham City, Sheffield United.
I mean, it's tough because like anytime I want to be like, oh, they.
He also played for a
Played-
team he coached. He played for 2 teams he coached.
I mean, maybe go for it, but I don't think Tuchel did.
Now here's the question: maybe did they win a title at a team they coached for?
Let me look at Tuchel because I feel like that's kind of because he
Yeah, I don't
barely
know.
played. Tuchel had 77 career games as a player. He began his youth coaching career at Stuttgart in 2009 after a 1-year period of head coach at Augsburg. He was hired by Mainz.
He played his youth career at Augsburg, and then he coached Augsburg too.
So yeah, maybe go with that. Maybe played their youth career at a club. Although Arteta hasn't coached at Barca.
You're right, and he also hasn't coached at Where do you go? Where was he? He was at Sociedad. Didn't he play at Sociedad? Yeah.
Yeah. But he started at Barca, so
Yeah. That would be his youth career. Mr. Owen. Mr. Owen.
no. Trying to see. I thought for a second maybe they all were under Ralph Ragnick at some point, but Arteta was not.
Have they all been, I was going to say coached by Jose, but that doesn't make sense either. This is so tough.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Klopp. Is there any link there? I do feel like the Tuchel one is the one that stands out the most to me.
I know.
In terms of there could be a connection somewhere with that one, whether it's like, oh, they worked under such and such person. It's also the Pascal Chimbottom one is like killing me because I like so that guy, he's a French footballer. Last time he played, he also managed, but that was non-league. He's been basically around the non-league since 2013. But before that was like he played Tottenham a couple of years, Sunderland a year, I think, same time as Adam Johnson. Played for Wigan, Blackburn, QPR.
Did all
I mean,
did all of these guys win a cup as a manager of a team they played at?
No.
Fuck. I just had to get it because he also like it's one of those. I feel like as much as he literally played at Tottenham twice.
All right. What about
maybe this has nothing to do with? Are we sure this has to do with managerial? Like, what if it's just that they all played at one of their clubs twice? No, but Mickey Arteta didn't.
No. Right center mid, please, Alan.
Jonathan Greening.
This might be the hardest one you've done, Owen. I'm not gonna lie. On a scale of 1 to 10, how far off are we?
Maybe like if 10 is the furthest away, I'd say like 6. You've said some good things.
Me or Pooch?
More Pooch.
So this guy,
yeah,
he played 473 career games, but he also like has only coached in like basically like the lowest level of professional football in England.
Yeah.
But he played for United, Middlesbrough, West Brom, Fulham, Forest, Barnsley. Played under Steve McLaren.
Pooch, I'm not gonna lie, I am so lost on this one. This really might have to be like a masterclass.
I know, I'm trying.
If all these guys I already asked if they've all won the European Cup, which I don't know how he would at Fulham and Nottingham.
He did win the
Man
Champions
United
League with Man United. I'm thinking there might be a link there. The only thing is,
Eddie
what's
Howe's never
his
won the
face?
Champions League.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Have all of these guys started their careers at non-league / lower level football?
No.
Feel like there
But
may be
Jeff, get it?
something else.
If that's it, that's like so basic, Jeff. Respectfully. Okay. We gave Jeff a shout. Also Tuchel didn't play in England. Right wing back.
The right wing back is Jurgen Klopp.
My God.
I mean, I think I'm close. Pause.
Play.
I think they all start like in some form started in the lower levels. Like they've managed.
Were they all like middle of the pack footballers?
I don't know the answer to that, but like Klopp and Tuchel are always linked because they started their career at Mainz,
Right.
and Mainz. Let me see. History. Too far. Oh, could it be that no, because Arteta didn't. Fuck. I was gonna say they all got their club promoted in some way.
Have they all like what was maybe Eddie Howe did manage in a Champions League final or something as an assistant?
No, but Arteta hasn't.
As
Maybe
an
they have
assistant for
all
Man City?
managed. Maybe they've all managed. Oh,
No,
have
Eddie
they all
Howe's done nothing
coached?
though with Champions League, unless Newcastle United. He never, Burnley, Bournemouth.
Unless they've all coached, but Nuno hasn't coached in
Have
a.
they all won like their version of the FA Cup?
No, because Chimbata hasn't.
True.
And Chimbata definitely wasn't on a coaching staff that had, because he
Right.
literally had like a month in the position. So that's why I'm thinking it has to be more playing career, like played somewhere within their club.
I am so.
Um,
I don't know. Did these guys like all manage abroad? I guess not. Eddie Howe didn't. Did all these guys like
well,
survive a relegation battle?
well, Eddie Howe, I think, did manage abroad.
No, he didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and Steve Bruce has never left England either. Oh my God.
I mean, Eddie Howe
Yo,
took charge following Bournemouth side facing relegation in the like lowest level. I think it's were all of these guys at one point the youngest manager in the league when they took over?
No.
that would be an insane pull.
Because
Yeah, that was a deep three, but unfortunately.
because Klopp and Tuchel were both like literally had to end their playing careers because of injuries and took over immediately. So they were both early 30s. And then Chimbata is literally a like player. So, but okay. Left center mid, last one.
Gabby.
Jesus.
Gavi or Gabby?
Gabby.
Okay.
Like Gabriel Luis Fernandez Serene.
Yeah. I have no idea about his career other than playing Atletico Madrid.
I mean, he's 42 as well for 500. Atletico B, Atletico Mass. He also played.
But Gavi's not a manager, right?
No, he is.
Who's he managing?
I mean, I guess he just got let go by Zaragoza.
Again, though, the connection between like him playing for Zaragoza and Getafe, there's like such a huge connection somewhere there.
I don't know La Liga like that, so that's on you. Like if you think it's there, like
No, what I'm saying is
Are
he
they
did. He
rivals?
played for Getafe and Zaragoza.
Are they rivals?
Not that I'm familiar with.
Where did he start his career? Like managing career? Getafe B
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then Zaragoza.
But where did he? Better question. Are these guys that? No, because
I mean, he also avoided second-tier relegation. The only thing is like
he also, by the
Arteta.
way, won domestic and European silverware, and he did Arteta ever win just a Champions League during his career?
Not for Arsenal. He might have done it for. No, he didn't do it for PSG. I
The
don't think
problem is
so.
what's his name didn't either.
Yeah, no, a lot of guys didn't win.
Like Eddie Howe's never won the Champions League. Steve
No,
Bruce has never won the Champions League.
could it?
Wait a second. Never
He
mind.
returned to Arsenal in 2019. I mean, could all of these guys be like a top 10 tenured manager at a club? Probably not though, because that
Yeah,
Chimbada fella.
yeah, Chimbonda or whatever. That guy's really throwing me for a loop.
That's why I have to think it has to do something with lower levels. I mean, could it also be all these guys could play different positions?
Well, they do all play different positions. I don't know what you meant by that.
Like multiple positions.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to new now. Wait, maybe in his first year managing, did he lead the team to a European spot?
Can't do that because Chimbada lower
What about
levels.
a domestic cup? Did Chimbada win anything?
No, he was there for a month, did so bad that they fired him.
Interesting. I'm going to ask you, how did you find Chimbonda? Like, was this like a deep cut pull, or was this
I'll disclose all the information once this is over.
Joe? They did not. Chimbonda, whatever team he managed was shit. This might be the hardest one.
Did they all lose to Jose at some point? Player or manager?
Maybe. Did they all manage in the same tournament at some point? No.
Chimbada.
Have they all been sacked? No, Arteta's never been sacked as a manager.
No, I honestly think we should just try the Jose one. Like, have they all played against Jose at some point, player or manager, and then call it a day? Because I
Were
don't
they
think we're getting
teammates
it.
at some point? Or like did they all manage each other? Like,
No.
Let's get a guess out there.
did they all manage each other at some point? Like Steve Bruce managed Chimbonda, Jock Stein managed Steve Bruce. I don't know.
Is that your guy?
Yeah, it's all one big link.
Yeah. That's a fun idea, but no, that's not it.
Oh, you can't lead with yes.
I was
thought
like,
that
oh
was
my
it.
God.
This might have been evil of me.
Wait, hold on. Can I get a final guess?
Yeah, give him a final
Go
guess.
for it.
Did they all manage against Jose at some point?
No.
Or play against Jose?
No. And I'd like to apologize to Ian Pooch and all the fans in the audience.
I swear to God, if this is a hair thing, I'm going to be so pissed.
This might have been impossible. It's not a hair thing. All these players have never made an international appearance.
That's false.
Is it?
Chimbada has 1 for France and 6 for Guadalupe.
The French one is like there's an asterisk next to it. I did not know he had 6 for Guadalupe. What?
Yeah, it's 6 for Guadalupe from 2003 to 12, and then in 2006 once for France.
Is the Guadalupe one the actual like the A team?
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what it was? It's the same thing as a Catalonia call-up. That's probably why, because it's considered a French overseas department.
Yeah, so what I did was I just tried to fill this list with as many red herrings as possible. I tried to find as many connections between these players as I possibly could, and then made the answer the simplest one I could have found. This took forever.
That was like so evil.
Did you feel bad at all halfway through, or no?
Yeah, no, I actually felt bad about three names into the list. And I was like, this is terrible. This is terrible what I've done.
Anyway, that was a mystery 11.
There's going to be some like 13-year-old that AIs this 4 names in and tells us the answer and puts it in the comment is like, they never played for their nation, you idiots. And we're going to sit there and be like, dude, shut up.
Wait, yeah, you know what's funny is we kept saying like, oh no, but this guy, well, I guess a couple of them like won Champions League. It could be like they all haven't won the La Liga. Like that would probably hit too. Like, thanks.
Oh,
All right. Thanks, Owen.
Yes.
My head hurts.
You know, it was possible. It was possible. Maybe
I'm not
for
gonna
two better-
lie. The Chimbata 6 Guadalupe appearances threw me off, but I should have done my research and checked to see that it's like a fake international team.
Yeah, I really struggled to find. I had 10 players for the entirety of today, and I just needed to find one more, and Chimbata was the one.
Fuck.
But yeah, that was a tough one. But you
That's
guys did
20
a good job nonetheless. That's why I said you were on the right track, Pooch, when you were talking a lot about appearances. And you literally said maybe it doesn't have to do with managers at all. I was like, Pooch might get this.
Yeah, I felt I was on the right track with like looking at their playing careers, but I wasn't thinking international at all. I was thinking more like maybe they all they started their career lower level, but then I was like Arteta, Arsenal, like that one wouldn't be it. I think Steve Bruce started higher. So that was a tough one. That was good, Owen.
A valiant effort. You can't win them all.
You can't.
Alrighty. Well, let's give some time back to our 3 fans here. Going to open up for a quick FAQ. Each fan can ask one question.
Only one.
Only one question. That's it. Because this
And you
is
have
now,
10 seconds to write it. 9.
Yep.
8.
And if there's typos,
7,
we're not reading it.
6.
We get
5,
45 minutes to do a
4,
mystery 11.
3,
You only get 25. No,
2,
Jeff, this was not a fraudulent mystery.
1. Why is Owen a fraud? Oh, I don't think he's
Owen?
a fraud, Jeff.
Next question.
I can't.
Well, then I'm not.
Please.
You can't even spell. Your own spleen. That was crazy. Oh, question from Katie. Thanks, Katie.
Great question, Katie. I would say I prefer Ethan with the beard. That's where I'll leave it at.
I think he
Anyway.
looks handsome.
Wait, hold on. There's
what do you
one more.
What is the 3% we don't know?
It's a brand.
It's a brand. Let's just say that. Oh, good question. Somebody out there. Is Owen good at FIFA?
Maybe we can have. Maybe. Okay. No, the answer is yes. I'm actually one of the best FIFA players I've ever met.
Is Jeff good at ball?
Jeff's good at ball.
Yeah, Jeff's all right. Bit of a pace merchant. Jeff Loki is Randall Koulibaly. Not much of a touch, but just really running fast in one direction.
Shout out One Direction.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, there it is. Jeff equals RKM. Alrighty, I'm gonna wrap this up because I have to edit this, and I have a 45-minute mystery 11 to get through. Might just cut the whole thing. Jeff Jamal. We need to do these more. For those who are listening on their ride to work tomorrow, whatever, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, comment on the Instagram posts that will come in 3 weeks. We love you, Owen. Poor Owen. Yeah, other than that, class is permanent, form is temporary. Pooch, give the people something to leave on.
Enjoy Champions League footy over the next 2 days. Remember, we only get so many of these days, so enjoy it.
True. Owen, anything left? Oh, there you go.
I washed my sheets today, so I'm excited to get in there, get involved with some nice clean bed sheets.
Don't want to find out what get involved means, but okay.
Yeah, you're getting involved with your sheets?
You don't have to take it to some crazy. Okay, we don't need to say hashtag freaky boy in chat. if this is what I get for washing my bed sheets, I don't even know what kind of timing you guys are on.
You're fine washing your bed sheets, but the way you said it after was funny.
I want to get in there. All right.
Melio,
I think we're good to end this.
Diddy.
Yeah, I think we're all. Yep. All right. Good job, guys. Thank you for
All
tuning in.
Oh, wait. Dietz does have a good point. For those that were watching North London Derby, at one point, the commentator shouted out the pod. So shout out to the commentator for shouting out
Yes.
the pod. We made it. Only redeeming point of that game.
It's true.
But all right, it's time to go. I'm tired. Class is permanent. Form is temporary. We will see you guys on Friday. See you.
Say peace.